Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update from ESPN Cricinfo.
It was okay. 9 for 20 on, not a bad start with the bat, so a little bit of work to be done with the ball, but I think you've got to give India credit. I thought Pujara again was superb, wore us down, did what he always seems to do. He's extremely disciplined, extremely tough, and just he's hard to get out. And then I thought that sort of set the scene for Cheteshwar Pujara to come out and show his skill, and I thought they drove it into us pretty well. Oh yeah, we always have discussion post-game, but in terms of being on a different page, no, we know all the time. I think we're pretty clear on what we're trying to do. Yesterday afternoon, and to be fair, probably the first hour of the morning and then the first hour after lunch, we got it slightly wrong. So it can sometimes look like that, but we know what we're trying to do. Sometimes you don't quite execute, and teams can get away from you, and that's what happened. Look, I think it is what it is. It's one of those things we can't really control. We've just got to play better than what we have. So what I do know is that the pitch here and the pitch in Melbourne didn't make us bowl as badly as what probably we have in this test. I think we've just been outplayed. Both teams have had similar conditions. But yeah, from me, who also loves watching Test cricket, I'm sure guys would like to see in Australia a bit more bounce, a bit more pace, and something that we've probably become accustomed to in Australia, but it is what it is, and we've just got to play better on whatever wicket's served up wherever we are in the world. Yeah, absolutely. Not so much the number of tests, but I think, as I said, the number of balls that this Indian batting lineup has made us bowl. They've made us bowl, I think, 170 overs in Melbourne and 160 odd again today, so that takes its toll, and we spoke about that right back in Adelaide. That's something that we wanted to do to their attack. We haven't quite been able to do it, and they've done it to ours. And at the end of a long series, you can get some real rewards if you can make teams bowl lots and lots of overs, and I think that's what you saw late today. It's extremely tough ask on fast bowlers and even lino to keep it coming in and bowling and bowling and bowling when you're not getting a hell of a lot of rewards. So again, you've got to tip your cap to India. They've worked extremely hard for 3.5 tests to get us where they got us today. I thought, I think you're spot on. It's never that bad and it's never that good, and I think we've got to keep reminding our team of that, so you don't ride the result so much. But again, today, Richard, I'm pretty sure nicked one at, the game might have been 6 for 330, and again, it's a different ball game. So they're just little things that can make a huge difference, and with cricket, that's what it is. It's small things that add up, and if we can keep doing things better for longer, then we'll get better results. But I think at the moment we've probably just been outplayed a little bit. It's not that hard. I think you've just got to keep talking to each other and keep reminding each other of what we're trying to achieve and where we are and where we want to go. So. As I said before, we haven't been at our best in the last 2 test matches, but cricket's a funny game and it can turn really quickly if you keep working hard and keep helping your teammates to get to where you all want to go. So we've got to keep doing that, keep sticking together. You have days and tests that don't go in your way and it's difficult, and the easy thing to do is to throw in the towel. We certainly won't be doing that. We'll be fighting as hard as we can for the next 3 days, and as I said, cricket's one of those games, if you keep doing that, it can turn really quickly. Yeah, I think in Test cricket you've always got to expect it. We had a few in Dubai as well, so when you get wickets like this and batters playing as well as some of these guys are, if you can't move the ball around, it can be really, really difficult to get really good players out, and we're certainly finding that. So I expected to have extremely tough days. I had them last year when I wasn't captain. I've had them for 15 years of first-class cricket, and we all expect to have it. But as I said, we'll be turning up tomorrow and trying our guts out again to get back into this game. One of my goals, I think every time we're playing a test for Australia, we want to win, and clearly we want to move up the rankings. I think that's a goal of all of ours, but a lot of my goals were based around the way we went about it, what and getting the respect and trust back of our public and our fans. So I think we're slowly doing that from a behavioural point of view, but I think our performance has been a little bit off where we would like it to be, and as I said, to be winning test matches and going up the rankings, we need to improve that. We try to bounce him a little bit. We've tried lots of different things about him. He's faced about 1 million balls this series, so we've tried wide of the stumps, we've tried out the stumps. Nathan Lyon's been over and around. I don't think there's too many things we haven't tried, to be fair, and he's been too good for us. Having said that, I thought in Perth, when we got some bounce in the wicket, we saw where we can get him out, caught behind the wicket twice. That was one of the things we thought we'd probably get a bit more throughout the whole series that we probably haven't. Look, I think Starkey's one of those bowlers. I don't know what people expect from him. I think his stats for his whole career have been outstanding. And what he is when he's at his best, he's brilliant. When he's not so much. But again, he's not running out trying to spray the ball everywhere. That's what I don't get with the criticism he's getting. Mitchell Starc is trying his absolute best to do the same thing he did a year ago when he was swinging the ball around corners. He's down on confidence a little bit. And I think sometimes people just forget that he's just a bloke who's trying his best. And I know he's playing at the highest level and they expect a lot of him, but it doesn't always work for him. It's Test cricket. He's coming up against some very, very good batters and he's not quite at his best. But we've got full confidence that with a little bit of work, a little bit of hard work, and he's going to have a bit of time off, I believe, during the one-day series. So there's some time for him to go back and look at maybe what's going wrong with him at the moment. And then he addresses that, and we know when he's at his best, he's as good as anyone in the world. He's nearing 200 Test wickets at a strike rate of, I don't know, someone could probably tell me. It's pretty good. So it's not all bad. Has he been at his best in this series? No, he hasn't. Has he been for a little while? Probably not. So again, Starkey knows that, and he's working on it, and he's been really honest about it, and he's trying to figure out exactly what it is that's missing at the moment. Oh, he's an open book, Starkey. You can read him a mile away, there's no doubt about that. But yeah, he is a huge confident player. I think a lot of cricketers are, some more than others. I think Starkey's probably a little bit higher up than some other people, and we know that. So as I said, we've got to be working with him to make sure we've got him at his absolute best, and he's totally comfortable and confident within himself, because we know when he is, we know how valuable he is.
अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आया तो लाइक, शेयर और सब्सक्राइब करना मत भूलिए। आप अपने कमेंट्स नीचे कमेंट बॉक्स में छोड़ सकते हैं। नोटिफिकेशंस के लिए बेल आइकॉन यानी इस घंटी पर क्लिक कीजिए।